tensurax sakai psycho no ansatsusha, isekai kizoku ni tensai suru by Hutao. Chapter 7 Lu Pa tying for first with Naoi's and Rimuru had garnered me quite the reputation. The headmaster suddenly summoning us like this must mean he thinks rather highly of the six of us, Naoi's remarked. Yeah, probably, he did single us out instead of calling all of class S, I responded. Our other classmates went straight to the classroom, but Naoi's, Dia, Rimuru, Ciel and I, the students with the 3 highest grades, had been called to the headmaster's office. Tart's presence had also been requested. Your little sister and your retainer are both very skilled, Lu. When you come to serve me, you'll bring them along, too, right? Naoi's asked. Once again, I haven't said a word about helping you. Naoi's then turned to Rimuru and Ciel and said, how about you two Yulin and serve me right? Our answer is the same with Lu. Rimuru smiled, shutting him down. Ha ha ha, relax. I'll make sure you all change your mind, Naoi's answered. With a laugh, he was starting to trouble me. As the son of a duke, he wouldn't be incapable of forcing me to join up with him. The only ones who could oppose a duke were the royal family and the archduke. If this became a serious problem, there was a duke with a strong connection to House Tuatha who could help out. That duke's clan was the only house other than the royal family that knew of the secret profession of House Tuatha. I know that face. You're thinking about your family, aren't you? Well, you have nothing to worry about. I'll take care of them, Naoi's declared. Flippantly, do you know what you're saying? I asked. Of course. If I can't manage that much, how will I ever change this country? But we can discuss this later. What are you guys talking about? Asked Rimuru. Oh, it's nothing. I replied, oh okay. Rimuru replied back. Let's talk later. We've arrived at the headmaster's office, said Naoi's. After giving the word to his own servant, Naoi's knocked on the door. Enter, called out a deep voice. We opened the door and walked inside. The headmaster was a middle-aged man with white hair. Despite that, he was a powerful-looking man. His physique didn't betray a single hint of weakness. His white hair looked like the mane of a lion, and he had a special kind of presence about him. His strength was well documented. He had been the Royal Order commander until his retirement 5 years ago and was said to be the strongest and best instructor in the organization's history. Even now, many thought him to be more capable than the current commander. Naoi's, Lu, Claudia, Tart, Rimuru and Ciel. I am very thankful to the 6 of you for attending this school. Especially in a time such as this, the headmaster began. We only attend to this school cause we got nothing better to do, Rimuru replied. Ah, is that so? Replied the Grand Master, going back to the question at hand. Are you talking about the hero, sir? I asked. The Grand Master faced me again and answered my question. That is correct. Epona is powerful, but he is raw, and he needs people to support him. The 6 of you are more than fit to be his friends and companions. Before long, I will have the 6 of you tour the country at his side. For a moment, Naoi's looked like he was going to reject the headmaster's proposal outright, but he restrained himself. Headmaster, those are very kind words, but we, too, are still untrained. There are plenty of knights and mages more capable than us. Even if our skill is as great as you say, we lack true combat experience and will surely fail to deal with any unforeseen circumstances that may arise. We are not worthy of being the hero's companions. Please reconsider. Rimuru has come. The headmaster looked at Ciel, but before Ciel could finish her sentence, Rimuru just covered her mouth and smiled awkwardly at the headmaster. Ehem. You were saying? Said Naoi's. Cease this humility. On the entrance exam, you, Lu and Rimuru proved you were already stronger than a vice-commander of the Royal Albanian Order. There aren't many people who can boast that kind of strength, the headmaster stated. But as I said, we lack experience and will not be able to deal with unexpected circumstances, Naoi's insisted. Then become stronger. That's what this academy is for. I cannot accept such a great responsibility. HMPH. You're still resisting? Quit this dog and pony show. Naoi's Geffies. I guarantee you, being a companion of the hero will not be a detour for what you want to accomplish. Do you understand me? Very perceptive, headmaster. Okay, I promise to devote my strength to the hero. Naoi's bowed in a manner befitting one of his stature. He probably realized it would be a waste to argue any more. This speed of ascertainment was one of his strengths. Then Rimuru raised his and said, what would happen if this conversation were to leak outside of this room? It would be treason against the kingdom. Treason of the highest order. Failing at this task would end in the same result, the headmaster responded coolly. He was saying that the six of us and all others involved would receive capital punishment. If Tart were to be accused of sedition, my parents and I would also be executed. Naoi's, Rimuru and I made eye contact, and we forced a smile. This was quite a responsibility to heap upon a group of 14-year-olds. Understood. Let's become Epona's dearest friends, Naoi's declared. I will do my best to make that happen, I said. Looks like we don't have a choice. Count me in, too, added Rimuru. We'll do our best. I follow Lu wherever he goes, Tart and Dia said. And so the six of us were given the duty of becoming the heroes' companions. Thankfully, the academy seemed prepared to assist us to some extent. The school was using me, and I was using the school. In a way, it was the best form of cooperation I could have hoped for. Rimuru Pav. We left the headmaster's office to find a large, kind-looking male professor waiting for us with a smile. Hey, it looks like the headmaster is finally finished with you. Come to the dining hall. There's a welcome party being held there for the new students. You don't want to miss out on the feast. Naoi's, Lu and Rimuru. I would like you three to give a speech greeting the new students. Think it over for me. In an instant, the gloomy mood of the previous conversation had been wiped away. I'm not particularly good at that kind of thing, I said. Same here, said Naoi's. Oh, get out of here, Naoi's. There's no way you're bad at public speaking in. Rimuru, just be yourself, I'm sure you'll define, I shot back. You got me. Back to the previous topic. The three of us should be able to accomplish anything together. All we have to do is manipulate a kid who's scared of other people and lacks confidence. That should be nothing for us, Naoi's replied. For sure. Looking at it like that, it doesn't sound too hard. Ha ha ha, and suddenly we're working together. This isn't so bad. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. We walked to the welcome party without another word. When we reached the feast hall, I spotted Epona, clearly alone despite the flock of people surrounding him. Time to introduce myself to him. I need to make sure I leave a good impression. To be continued.